He sent a list of questions. I told him we're not going to get into even half of these, but I think we got to the points that we needed to. You guys are good on radio for your first time, huh? That was a really cool story. I really like hearing stuff like this. So.
Yeah,
you can put this on. You can put that on your website.
Yeah, I'll put that up.
Yeah, but that's right down the street. I think it's going to be happening.
The other thing you were talking about, you were asking Harry about specific challenges and whatnot. You talked about endorphins and things like that. The thing that I find terrific, because I've been around now for the last couple of years, more and more triathletes. The thing that I think is really terrific, where the sport is gone, is that triathlon really was probably the first big sport, if you will. About 10 years ago, 15 years ago. It really began to embrace people with physical disabilities. You know, running wheelchairs has been around a long time. But you didn't begin to see really things like cheetah blades and all these type of things until triathlon. And you got to thank the Challenge Athletes Foundation in San Diego and Bob Babbitt and Bill Kozlowski, who really gave birth to that back then. That really spurred this whole thing. And now, of course, they've got a big fundraiser, a big race every year. Robin Williams, the actor, comes out with all and they raise millions of dollars. But it's really spread the word about opportunity. And you asked about things like that. And I think the key here is that when someone has this type of injury, whether it's from a war, car accident, you name it, I think a typical person, if they buy into the rehab, that you can get better and you can resume pretty much a normal life, unless you've had a significant head trauma where it's caused a certain neurologic damage. But the idea that all of a sudden, maybe you've never been an athlete, for example, or your life, and now you have an opportunity to realize this is good for my rehab.
Well, that's why awareness.
You take a whole different focus.
Historious. I mean, talking about getting people like Harry on the radio. I mean, really understanding that there is an avenue. I mean, your athletic career, whether it existed, like you said, beforehand or not, there's still avenues after this. I think that's incredibly important because I want participation for all endurance athletics to be up, no matter who you are.
Yeah.
So the fact that really makes it more inclusive, I think, is a great thing.
It made all the difference in the world to his recovery when we found a prosthetician that was really into sports and was able to give Harry the kind of legs he needed to continue what he was doing. It made all the difference in the world to his recovery and his frame of mind and the family's frame of mind.
As an individual, and I wanted to get to that, but obviously we ran out of time. But that was one of the questions I wanted to ask. Is like how you deal with that as someone supporting a para-athlete.
Well, I mean, we've got our family is great. I've got 2 wonderful kids, and Harry's demeanor has been like incredible about all of this. So how can you not?
I'll say that's
well, yeah. I mean, I've seen it myself. That these kids that have such terrible traumas and lose a limb, and they're obviously they're depressed. But if they participate in some kind of competition or sport, you see the smiles
it's great
where they weren't there before. And, they're crazy.
You really see it like in our gym in Columbia. We have a Lifetime Fitness Club, and there's 2 or 3 individuals that are amputees, and I see them working out periodically, and I've gone up to them and encouraged them to participate. And some of them will say it. Some of them even got sponsors and doing running and stuff. And they go, really? I said, triathlon, buddy, that's where it's all about.
Yeah.
And there's opportunity for you. You want to make an Olympic team or a world team, etc. So with triathlon in particular, there's just so much more opportunity to compete regionally and nationally for championships. And let's face it, you're in a very unique setting and unique category where you're welcome. We want you to participate.
Right.
And of course, they, like Harry, when they step on the field, they come up to the swim and he's got one, they go, holy crap, my leg. That inspires. So you want to talk to somebody else. You can't do triathlon? What do you mean? Oh, I'm too old, I'm too fat, I'm too this. Well, how come this guy has no legs, or one leg, or one arm?
Motivation for all.
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
It really
so
is.
It really inspires.
And this is nice because we're bringing Challenge Athletes and Able-Bodied together as teams.
Yeah.
It's like eliminating the fear of going up to this person and saying, how are you? It's another form of diversity coming into play. So we're really excited about it.
Well,
we really are.
June 24th, we'll be
June
there.
24th.
Let's try to get, if we can work out something where we can do the live coverage, like you said.
That would be
If there's some way we can get
because that's really,
if all we need is an internet connection, we can do live coverage.
Well, I'm sure there's going to be.
We can do it. We have internet connection.
Yeah, and there's going to be a lot. There'll be there's going to be media there. I mean, it's going to be a huge story.
And we do
it's
photo
helping
uploads and stuff.
national. We have in Washington D.C. and we're bringing in the Women's Warriors and the vets. So it's going to be huge.
Good connection to have. Very cool.
All right.
We'll work it out.
Well, thank you very much for being on the show, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks.
Yeah, we're gonna come back and ask you to do this next year, too.
Hey, we'll be ready.
Definitely.
The show will be here next year.
Nice meeting
Can I
you.
get that ring?
Yeah,
That was mine.
yeah, go ahead.
Harry?
Is that yours? Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you. Best of luck to you.
Good luck.
It's a real pleasure meeting you
Thank
guys.
You too.
Talk to Jim.
Thank you
Randy,
very much.
Bob, best of luck to you guys. Thanks for joining us on the show. It was fun.
Here, I'll
You got
give you
everybody.
a couple
Okay.
more so you can all have one and
Yeah.
sign up.
Cool.
Will.
I got fake
Oh,
news.
jeez, I better get to swimming. I can run. I
Let's
can
get it back.
run my best.
Actually,
Get
you
them
could be
replaced,
paired up with
Oh,
someone, because
really?
that's what's so neat.
I would do that. I actually really
Too
enjoy
much
doing that.
running
It's
over
fun.
the years.
There's two
Oh,
doctors
you
that he's
ran-
pairing up with.
You ran yourself into the ground.
Yeah.
That that really
How
is
many
the
marathons?
inclusivity factor is important.
Yeah, it really
Too
is.
many, too many.
My
Have you
friend Joe
1 minute, Brad.
Yeah.
My friend Joe Wasserman.
About 4 years ago.
1 minute.
I got 1 minute to go.
Joe's claim to fame was he wanted to run 50 marathons before he was 60. And he ran 50 marathons.
Here you go.
And now he has no.
Take care, guys.
And both have been replaced, and now he doesn't, he rides a mountain bike, no problem.
Yeah.
So,
All right, Bob, take
Thanks
care,
again.
man. Good
Bob,
luck.
take care, my
nice
friend.
weekend. Thank you, Melissa.
See ya.
All right, we got Frankie on the line.
Is he online?
Yep.
All right, good.
That wasn't
Scroll
bad.
down, Greg. Scroll
Huh?
down.
That wasn't bad like you said it was going to be.
No, it was good. No, it was fine.
That was good.
Yeah, that was real good. Yeah, it was good. It was nice that we didn't have to do a lot of talking either.
Yeah, we got a big rest. So get ready to talk again. All right, Frankie. He's been on for 5 minutes,
Frank the Tank.
and it was good.